Right through a channel of light fluid. Once again, it's time to remember the flowers. Oh, I think he fell asleep. Oh, I could use some rest. Are we ready? Yeah, just a sec. The dragon's holding a bit of gear from the van along with the helmet. Oh, good call. Well, we can get some data from Clement before they realise he's gone. I won't count on it, but we can try. Get in the in-vehicle. The van's about to blow up. Oh, hell yeah! The Hane and Dragon give a resounding high five. Axel grumbles in response. A bit over the top, wouldn't you agree? That's how we like it. He'll be fine. Probably. Yeah. The three head inside the armoured car. The White Tiger lays their unconscious recruit on the padded bench. We need to talk about this. We will later. Let's just give him the time to rest. Fine. Alright, let's move out. I'll drive. Well, sounds like a plan. Ring. Alright, it's detonating. Better hurry up. Woo! A growing headache eventually wakes me up again. I'm not sure what time it is, but I must have been out for at least an hour or so. I groan at my throbbing skull. It's difficult to stay asleep like this. It's going to be fine. I think this is a terrible idea. I'm facing the wall, but I can hear a pair of people sitting right behind me, less than a few feet. You really want him to join us, of all people? Well, it wasn't my idea, it was the boss's. Why does she want him to stay? Well, he's been around for a long time. He could have some useful information. Let's interrogate him before relocating him. Shh, he's trying to sleep. Axel, this is a bad idea. No, I'm not so sure about that. This wouldn't be the first time. You're way too sentimental. Xavier is long gone. He's not going to know about him. This isn't about Xavier. But if he happens to know something, I'd like to hear about it. I can hear the dragon grumble right behind me. Where's he going to stay? Oh, he can stay in my room while we clear out the storeroom. You're really going to let him live with us? Oh, I don't see why not. Come on, you loved the last recruit. That causes the dragon to stumble. That's different. Just relax. I'll take care of him. You don't have to do anything. Whatever. Just give him a chance, alright? No promises. I can hear the tiger sigh. Well, let's follow Cyrus's example and get some rest. Whatever you say, boss. Attaboy. I can practically hear the dragon scowl from here. What a lively bunch. I can't help but wonder what the hell they're going to do with me. Sleeping in a moving vehicle has never been something I was good at. I'm pretty sure I slept better on the train than here. Although, I guess that was moving too. I don't know. I'm too tired and confused to make sense to myself right now. The constant chatter behind me seems to have stopped. It's pretty quiet in the running of the car, and even then it's just a low hum. The thoughts bouncing around in my head are loud enough to drown it out. Something catches my attention, however. The flipping of a page. Guess someone's awake after all. As much as I don't want to interact with anyone right now, I can't really lay like this all day. I try to steel myself. I'm not going to let anyone else influence me. With a deep breath and a loud grunt, I push myself up. Chapter 6. Another beginning. I rub my eyes and heave a long yawn. Oh, good morning. The tiger grabs my attention. He dog-ears the old book he's holding. I hope you slept well. How are you feeling? I find myself glaring at him. Eventually I push myself up to sit more comfortably. The sun seems to just be coming up. There's enough light for me to see the tiger in front of me and the sleeping dragon next to him. He's snoring. Could have been better. I'm fine though. I respond curtly, trying to give him the hint that I don't want to talk right now. He doesn't seem to get it. He's acting way too friendly. Well, that's good. Most people don't take multiple blows to the head very well. Although, I guess you're not most people. Wouldn't know. I lost my memory. He's taken aback by how nonchalant I am about that. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't recognize me then? Nope. He frowns a bit before trying to smile. The tiger's eager to keep a conversation. I don't really listen. I'm suddenly reminded of the days where I'd call a cab. More often than not, the driver wouldn't take the hint that I just wanted some quiet. Eventually, he snags my attention. Hey, are you sure you're okay? Alright. While we make a pit stop, we'll look at those injuries. Sounds good. He scratches his cheek. Do you want to talk? Not really, no. Well, I guess that's a bad way of putting it. Do you have any questions? I sniff and shrug in response. He sighs. Well, look, I can't really... He pauses as if contemplating. Sorry, I just want to help. That's nice of you. I'll be fine. I'm being stubborn just to hold some semblance of power. Even though I have a billion questions running through my head. Well, we can at least introduce ourselves. You already know my name. He grimaces. Oh, well, yes, it's more for formality's sake. I sigh. I guess I'm not going to be able to avoid him. Alright, I'm Cyrus Cantwell. The tiger coughs. Oh, you can call me Axel. That's not your real name, is it? Again, he seems taken aback by my bluntness. I don't want to mess around anymore. Well, no, it's not. I can't tell you that right now. How come? It's, don't say classified. I tense up. Hey. Sorry, I'm not trying to upset you or anything. I try to release my tension with a long, drawn-out breath. I'm not exactly in a good mood. I can't say I'm surprised. Look, I really do want to help. I can't tell you who I'm working for or much about who I'm with. But I can answer pretty much anything else. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I pinch the bridge of my nose. I think I'm getting a headache. Alright, here's a question. Can you stop talking to me? Axel deflates a bit at that. He nods before grabbing his book and picking up where he left off. Good. I don't want to deal with anyone right now. I lean back into the seat and stare out the window. Eventually, I do start to feel guilty. It's really not like me to snap at someone like that, no matter the mood I'm in. And so, I need to be careful with what I say from now on. Anything I say or do could be used against me. Yes, I have to get used to the fact that I might not be able to trust anyone again. Wonder how long that will last. I cross my arms and tap my finger on my elbow. I manage to keep my breathing steady, but I can't deny that I'm anxious as all hell right now. It's time to weigh my options. Realistically, how long can the silent treatment last? Total silence won't do anyone any good. I also have to be careful with what I say. I'll probably go insane from the mental gymnastics. Regardless, I'll survive. With an exhale, I turn toward the tiger. What are you reading? His ears perk up before he turns to face me. Oh, it's called From the Stars. I heard of it. Uh-oh. Casual conversation time. No, I haven't. To be honest, I'm just surprised that you're reading a book at all. Yeah, they're pretty rare nowadays. I only have a few. This is probably my fourth time rereading this one. I can tell. It looks pretty old. Well, it is. Probably around a century old. Huh. Who's the author? Alistair Schneider, I think. He tries to look at the spine, but it's pretty faded. My friend was the one who found it. I don't know much about her. Same. Never heard of her. Oh, I thought you said you lost your memory. Here comes the hard part. Most of it. It's fragmented. I see. So, Cyrus, I want to be honest with you. He closes his book again and sets it down in his lap. When I asked if you recognise me, it's because we're the ones who got you out of Rasum. I figured. Your voice sounds pretty familiar. You leaving me in that alley is one of my earlier memories. Well, at least from when I woke up here. Oh, when you woke up here, huh? How much do you know? I'm far away from home and I want to get back. I see. What? It's... That's something we can talk about when we get back to our base. We have a doctor we want you to see. They can probably help. With? Axel's about to reply, but he's interrupted by the yawning dragon next to him. Oh, good morning, Ring. Hope you slept well. He sits himself up to stretch and then groans. You probably have slept longer if you weren't yapping to. When he opens his eyes, he zeroes in on me. Oh, right. You haven't been blabbing to him, have you? No, you were just talking. About? It takes every ounce of my being not to say, that stick up your ass. I was curious about the book he was reading. I wasn't talking to you. Axel, are we really bringing him? Yes, Ring. That's been established. I'm going to make a call when we stop. Be my guest. The dragon pulls out his bulky axiom and grumbles as he works on it. What? He snaps at me. I guess I was staring at him. Even so, I roll my eyes and look away. Can't wait to run away from him in particular. Axel gives a loud sigh. Ring, you could stand to be a bit more hospitable. You could stand to use better judgment. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, this wasn't my idea. You didn't even try and negotiate with her. Why are you so against this? We don't need anyone else to weigh us down. It's hard enough to keep track of everyone as is. I really don't like being told about it so I'm not even here. Look, I'm with the dragon on this. I don't really want to be here either. They both look at me with a bit of shock. Then the dragon's face curls into a smile. See, he wants to leave too. That's not up to me, is it? Ring snickers. At least he catches on fast. Look, when we get back home... The dragon starts groaning again. Ring, stop it. You're acting like a child. Whatever. He scoffs while working on his axiom again. Peachy guy. Yeah, as I was saying, when we get back home we'll be able to explain everything to you. I can try to explain some stuff, but we do have to be discreet while we're out and about. Okay, I'll bite. Discreet from who? From the people who kept you captive. We're both surprised the dragon's the one who answered. Yeah, what he said. We're not out of the woods yet. They could still find us even if we're in the in-vehicle. In fact, our next pit stop will need to do some, extractions. Wow, it's kind of refreshing to get some information for once. Assuming that it's reliable. What's this in-vehicle? Doesn't sound like a word. No, it's not. It's what we call the vehicle we're in. He gestures over to the dragon who's not paying attention again. He suited it up so it can be invisible, hence in-vehicle. I see. Lame, right? I'd not be giving away my invention so easily. Well, I thought it was cool. It is kind of silly. But I stopped myself from snorting. What is resume? I can see the dragon turn his eyes towards Axel expectantly. It's a facility that we harvest people and their organs. I blink. Hey, come on, don't be so blunt. He knows all this, right? I don't know why he's asking. He lost his memory. The dragon goes wide-eyed at that, like he's genuinely surprised. It's getting harder to keep my composure. Please stop talking if I'm not here. It's irritating. Again, they look at me. I shrug and sigh. Sorry, Cyrus. I don't remember much, just bits and pieces. Or do you remember? I hold my head and shake it. It's a lot. Although I don't have any useful information to give them. Let's see. Before that, I have some more questions. Shoot. When you say they can find us, I presume you're referring to people from Resume? Indeed, they've been looking for you for a while. You're in one of their highest security facilities. It's not hyperbole to say they are extremely valuable to them. How come? Well, it's your blood and genetics. It's kind of hard for me to explain, that's why I want our doctor to tell you. They know more about it than anyone. I can't look up on my sleeves to examine the numerous scars along my arms. I see. When I look up, they're both stunned. What? The dragon coughs before trying to wave it off. The tiger keeps staring. Wow, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how far they had gone. Well, I guess losing my memory wasn't the worst thing to happen. Maybe. Well, speaking of, we could potentially bring your memories back. Oh yeah? Yeah, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. We even know the cause of it, but we were careless and didn't handle the operation well. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. We did what we could and no one got hurt. He's still looking at his axiom, but holding his teammate's shoulder with his other hand. Thanks, Ring. But we did screw up. Cyrus, I don't know what you've been through in the past week, but it's our fault for not being more careful. For that, I'm sorry. Even while still sitting, he bows down in repentance. It's honestly kind of awkward. I still don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, it's alright. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't have any ill will toward you for anything. Yeah, probably could, because of us you're stuck here. The dragon chuckles to himself as if it's funny. I think you, specifically, are kind of a dick. Oh yeah? The dragon slides off his axiom to lean closer to me, but Axel stops him. Hey, seriously, that's enough. Alright, I wasn't actually going to do anything. Not like you could feel it if I tried. All of a sudden I remember the gun in my pocket, and how I'd like to exude some level of power for a change. On one hand, I should keep that hidden as a last resort, although it wouldn't do me too much good. I'm pretty sure Cooper didn't unlock it. I mean, ugh. Are you okay? The tiger snaps me out of my momentary stupor. Just thinking. Next question. Do you know someone named Lance? Their reactions are some of the most surprising I've seen. I can hear the dragon quietly gasp before going bug-eyed. The tiger looks incredibly conflicted. Hey, how do you know that piece of trash? He's growling. I'm not sure if it's directed at me or the aforementioned piece of trash. I keep my cool. Glad I'm getting better at that. He's the one who found me when I woke up, although he went by Cooper. Ring looks at the visibly shaken tiger. Hey, Axel. No, it's fine. I want to hear about it. I assume you all have some history together? What makes you say that? The dragon snaps at me. Well, your attitude for one thing. He told me a bit about you, though. Oh, I'm sure he did. Ring, let him speak. I want to hear. The tiger takes a deep breath to regain his composure. Please, Cyrus, go on. I want to know what you've experienced this past week. Yeah, what do I have to lose? This gives me an excuse to talk shit about that asshole. Even so. Do you promise to be as honest as you can be? I do. I don't. I'm not going to let him give away any of our secrets. It's a good thing I wasn't talking to you, isn't it? The dragon looks pretty mad while Axel is trying to hold back laughter. Okay. Obviously I can't let you know sensitive information that doesn't have to do with you. But if it does, I'll use my authority as a leader to make it okay. How's that? Fine by me. Where do I begin? I recount all of my experiences I had with the Yellow Wolf. Axel is listening intensely with a plethora of facial expressions. Even the dragon seems invested in the overall story. Oh, yeah. Obviously I know you all had shared history. I'd like to know about that too, if possible. Axel grimaces and Ring looks at him with worry. I can handle that part. Wow, colour me surprised. Seems like he's not completely terrible. Alright, just know that he hates you all, pretty much. Figured. He's clenching his fists in his lap. Probably not a good idea to provoke the giant tiger in a closed space. I let it go for now and continue with my story. Admittedly, I'm a bit winded after recalling everything. Notice how much really happened over the course of 1 week. Ring looks like he's contemplating something. Same with Axel. Maybe they're just going to tell me that's a common experience for folks around here. I hope not. That'd be fucked up. Eventually, I decided it's up to me to break the silence. So, Yeah, that's it. At least as far as I can remember. Well, ring? I'm thinking, give me a second. Ring pulls out his axiom and starts fiddling away with it. I look towards Axel and he holds his hand out to signal me to wait. It doesn't take Ring long to finish. Alright, I guess he can stay for a little while. That's a lot of decently incriminating evidence. Definitely not to put a dent in our workload. We can get his memories back. That's what I was trying to tell you. Axel states in an I told you so's tone. I don't think it's a good idea. I can't deny there's a lot of useful information. As if we can prove it's true. How do you do that? We can try to probe you. I pause. No thanks. I wasn't being serious. He lets out a dry laugh. Could have fooled me. Well, like we said, we know specialists who can try to help you. You have more in common with them than us. We'll let them handle most of the nitty-gritty details. I sigh. That's something, at least. Not as much as I'd want. Well, what can you do? Alright, at least we're getting somewhere. This is a refreshing change of pace. Sounds like Lance kept you in the dark. Didn't even tell me my own name. Ring whistles. Yeah, that sounds like him, though. Speaking of, I told you what I know. What can you tell me about Lance? Is that even his real name? Oh, yeah. He had you call him Cooper, huh? He's run out of names from what I can tell. You're not the first one to say that to me. I'm not surprised. But yes, Lance is his real name. Lance Krager. I only knew him about a year or so, but he's part of our group since its inception. What is your group exactly? Ring and Axel look at each other. Ring shrugs, giving the floor to Axel. About 7 years ago, we started out as a band of thieves. Most of us had split off over the years for one reason or another. Myself, Rose and Lance were some of the founding members. Well, I hear it was a pretty wild time. That's putting it lightly. That's a lot to go over, but as for Lance... He's quick to tense up again. Ring steps in just like before. So today our group is more of a mercenary deal. We don't really go around fucking shit up for no reason. He pauses. Usually. I can't help but snort. Damn it, I need to keep my guard up. I guess after telling my weak story, I'm feeling more open. I'll need to reel it back in. We offer all kinds of services now, if it pays well enough. In fact, bringing you all the way out here was another job of ours. Great. Sorry about that. We'll try to make you as comfortable as possible. Although we can't exactly get you out of our sight for the time being. I narrow my eyes and lean back in my chair. Define time being. Pretty much forever. Don't get me wrong, I don't really want you either. You're not exactly subtle about it. Oh, thank you. Anyway, our current job is to keep you safe for the foreseeable future. Unless you want to go back to resume. Can't say I do. Am I going to be under, like, house arrest? Or maybe if some agents are spotted around town. Although most folks we live around don't care for resume either. Oh, that's surprising. How come? I thought they were doing a lot of good for people. So do most people. Those who know the truth tend to stay away nowadays. How many people know? Not many. One of our current jobs is trying to accumulate as much information we can to show the world how bad they are. Even so, it's possible that people won't really care. They leave the medical field by doing inhumane things, but those inhumane things have saved thousands of lives. I won't be surprised you saved a few hundred yourself. Ring. Sorry, that was in bad taste. I wouldn't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, fix that, whether you like it or not. Great. Ring, stop antagonizing him. I'm just saying, you can have him live with us. He needs to pull some weight. He doesn't have to do anything. He's been through a lot as it is. Again, forgetting I'm here. I sigh loudly. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not in the best mood. I'll try to keep that in mind. I'll make sure Ring does the same. I stared at him for a moment. Thanks. He seems okay so far. He'd have to be a pretty good actor if he's faking his friendly disposition. Looking back, I don't think Lance was acting. Just a lot of half-truths. If I wasn't so naive, I'd have seen this coming from a mile away. I need to keep that in mind the next time I'm about to get sold off. Can we keep talking about Lance? I really want to know more about him. Axel tenses up again. Ring is about to speak, but Axel interjects. Now, what do you want to know? Axel. It's fine. He gives a reassuring smile to Ring. I want him to trust us, even if it means talking about the past. Ring looks apprehensive for a moment before relaxing back in his chair. Floor's all yours, boss. Thank you. So, Cyrus, what about Lance do you want to know? Knowing he's a touchy subject always makes me second guess what I want to ask. I have to know what he's really like. Why did you kick him out of your group? Axel rubs the back of his head. Straight to the point, huh? Well, it's a long story. Take your time. I'm in no rush. Let's see. To cut to the point, he sold one of our crewmates off. I blink, but I can't say I'm surprised. I guess that's a common thing for the bastard. Seriously? He was a human named Xavier. We were all pretty close, but one day he went missing. We gave up looking for him after 6 months. It eventually came out that Lance sold him the very people he handed you off to. I gripped my thigh tightly. Is this guy for real? Xavier was pretty special to us. He was an unparalleled beacon of optimism. As you can imagine, when we found out what Lance did, we wanted nothing to do with him. I still think we should have killed him. Ring interjects while wearing a sour expression. Sometimes I think you might be right. If it makes you feel any better, he's always scraping the bottom of the barrel for a decent meal. Even that's too good for him. I still remember that day. I hadn't gotten that mad in a long while. We were on a mission when he let it slip. He was so excited to announce a big payout for a job he'd been working on. Rose smashed his muzzle pretty hard. She beat me to it. Hadn't seen her so angry before either. I gulp. What was the job? He said he got 600,000 plumes for the job. It took nearly half a year to get it all. When he did, he couldn't help but jump into my arms. When I asked how he got such a large sum of money, he froze. You could tell he tried to prepare a sound and reasonable explanation as to why he sold to one of our best friends. In fact, I tried his best to make sure he wouldn't get mad. Suffice to say, we were mad. I don't blame you. Sorry, I know it's a touchy subject, but I have to know. Why did he sell Xavier? Was it just for the money? Axel takes a deep breath before letting out a long sigh. He was a lot like you. You both carry a really precious resource, your blood. I furrow my brows. Our blood? Yes. Both you and Xavier are known as pristine carriers. Your blood and biology is extremely valuable to the facilities in Rasoon. I hold my head for a moment. I feel like I'm about to remember something. Like a distant memory of someone drilling into my back. What do they use it for? You know, it's almost like a universal blood type amongst humans. Well, there are even humans whose blood and organs could be transplanted to any species. I'm starting to feel clammy. My stomach is empty, but I can feel warm saliva pooling in my mouth. I'm about to throw up. Indeed. There aren't a lot of people like that across any species. Maybe 3 or 4 dozen. Okay. And what about... what do they do there? Cyrus, I think we could use a break. This isn't an easy thing to talk about for any of us. Wait, no. I'm okay. Fuck me, I'm already showing my weak side. Sorry, I want to know more. Please. Axel looks at Ring for a moment. Ring shrugs again. Now look at me, you said you'd be the one to take care of him. I guess I did. Sorry, Cyrus, what else do you want to know? Can you tell me more about Rasoom? Well, I can assume you can infer what they do there. I gulp. Do they use us pristine carriers as like farms? In layman's terms, yes. I roll up my sleeve to look at the scars on my arms again. Do I really want to know what happened to me? Who I was? We won't let our doctor fill you in on most of the details. They have experience with treating cases like yours. They're more like me. Well, thanks to us. Every chance we get, we try to bust someone out of that hellhole. How's that been going? Well, in the past 5 years, we've only been able to help 6 people escape. Including me? Including you. I don't know how we managed it. Oh, we almost didn't. You're our hardest one yet. Why's that? Your son had some of the best synchronization rates with other people. Huh? Your blood organs and bones are compatible with almost every person they put them in. Because that you're locked away, much more so than the other carriers. Oh. That's the gist of it. Are you okay? No, not really. Mings, I'm finding it hard to believe all of that, but that would explain my scars. You're taking it rather well. I've been told I have a good poker face. Once. I don't know what to make of all of this. It's a lot. That's understandable. Just know if you need to work something out, we can help you. That's somewhat comforting, although I need to be smart. Thanks, but no offense, I don't really trust you. Oh, not yet, anyway. Axel looks a bit hurt. Ring looks indifferent. That's understandable. I'm not going to try to push you. You've been through a lot. I just hope you'll let us help you when you need it. Appreciate it. I think I just need some time. Well, you have plenty of it, Rumi. Oh, right. I'm living with you guys now, huh? Yep, that's negotiable, but like I said, we'll accommodate you to the best of our abilities. I see. Well, it's not like I could really do anything about it. Best if you cooperated with us. We're not going to hurt you. Well, I might if you get on my nerves. Again, I'd like to see you try to hurt me. That a fact? Guys... Axel tries to get us to stop this childish quibble. He started it. Anyway, is there anything specific you want when we get back? We have to clear out in the rooms, but we can try to accommodate your needs. Never really thought about it. I don't know what kind of stuff you all really have. It can be something small for starters. Money's not really a problem. Hey, don't use our funds on him. I'm using mine, don't you worry. You're so easy, man. Well, I'm just trying to be a good host. Axel crosses his arms with pride and lets out a breath through his nose. Come on, there must be something you miss. Food, drinks, pastimes. You know, stuff like that. I mean, I used to play the piano a lot. But it's been so long I'm worried I wouldn't be very good at it. Oh, I think I know. How about a bath, like a tub? Talk about old-fashioned. Fitted. Yeah, I like baths too. I have one you can use, then we can work on getting you one. That'd be great. I can't remember the last time I've taken a bath. Ring raises a brow at that. Axel continues. We'll have our doctor show you how to cover the ports on your back. They're water resistant, but it's still a good idea. You know about those too? Yes, sadly. I'm not sure if I want to know what they were used for. I wouldn't either, but we do have some conditions. We need to learn as much about Rasoon from you as we can, no matter what. Why? So we can expose those freaks to the world and beyond. And that's why you want my help. Indeed. I also want to help you recuperate from all they've done to you. I'm told you can't feel pain. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, they did that to you. They treated your nerves for a long time in order to be more efficient at, for lack of a better term, harvesting from you. I shudder again. I can almost feel scalpels cutting my skin and muscles apart so someone can pick up my bones. I see. I think I could use that break now. Sorry. Of course, it's nothing to apologize for. Hey, boss. There's a voice coming from the ceiling. It must be an intercom. Hey, Rose, what's up? We're coming to across our first pit stop. We'll probably need to stay overnight. Understood. Axel turns towards me. Do you want to get some fresh air soon? That'd be pretty nice, to be honest. Just try not to run. Wouldn't dream of it. Ring growls as we get into a glaring contest. Axel sighs. Glad to see you two are getting along. Ring and I let out a joint. Oh, hell no! We get into a childish argument while Axel looks on, chuckling to himself. In the back of my head, I can't help but wonder if I'm happy to find someone new to spat with. After we both cooled down and Axel and I got to chatting, while Ring kept to himself while working on his axiom. He started to tell me about what he does when not in any jobs. You really run your own bar? Well, I sure do. Well, I try to. I usually have a manager keep tabs on the place while I'm away. But I can make a mean cocktail. Huh. I wasn't a huge drinker back home. I liked Long Island iced teas. Oh, what's in it? Oh shit, what is in it? I try to think back as much as I can. What I can recall is just a mishmash of a bunch of stuff. Everything? It's a lot of liquor of different types. I see. Maybe we can try to make you one sometime. Maybe. I doubt you'd have the right stuff. We had to go to a specific bar in town just to get anything good. Oh, why's that? My college had a lot of bars, but only a few were any good. We liked the gay bar the most. Oh, yeah? He's raising his brow suggestively. Whoa, easy there, Tiger. Whoa, déjà vu. Sounds like I'm talking to Damien. None the wiser, Axel chuckles. Sorry, do go on. Huh? Oh. Oh, what? Just missing home. I'm still not sure how I'll get back. Axel opens his eyes. Oh, you're trying to go back? Well, yeah, I miss everyone. I see. Oh, I'm not sure if there's anything we can do about that. It seems to be getting more and more impossible each day. Ring coughs. Wow, we might not have drinks like that. We got some shit that will knock you out for a month. That doesn't sound very fun. Yeah, get used to it. Our line of work, we need it from time to time. Do you like what you do? Ring doesn't respond and focuses on his axiom again. Prick. What about you? Do you like what you do? It has its perks. We live comfortably. We do some pretty serious stuff to put food on the table sometimes. Such as? Well... He sighs. We have been hired as hitmen before. Oh. He's so casual about it. It's kind of freaky. Reminds me to stay on my guard again. I see. Whatever gets the bread, I guess. What about bread? It's an expression. Whatever gets you paid, basically. Ah, well, we usually ship one guy out to do those jobs. Hey, don't talk about him behind his back. I wasn't. I was telling Cyrus what he does. Well, don't. His privacy is more important than anyone else's, and you know that. I know, but he's not going to be able to avoid Cyrus forever. Maybe introduce himself, if he lasts that long. What? We're not going to do anything to him. You're not, but... He gives a weird grin, trying to be over the top with his joke. Axel flicks his ear, which makes Ring wince. Oh, stop it. Okay. You're no fun. This isn't supposed to be fun. Those were your words, remember? I don't recall. Rose interrupts over the loudspeaker. Okay, guys, we're here. Thank fuck. Ready to get some fresh air, Cyrus? Sure. I gaze out of the window. It looks pretty desolate. Probably wouldn't be a good idea to run away now. I turn back to Axel. He's got an optimistic grin on his face. I sigh. What's the worst that could happen? What was that? Nothing. The vehicle comes to a rolling stop. When Axel and Ring get up, I follow suit. Oh, wow. They're tall. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm pretty sure Axel is about a foot taller than me. Ring has maybe a couple of inches on me. Yeah, I think it'd be in my best interest to just play along. Everything okay? Axel looks down to me, still smiling. Huh? Oh, I just didn't realize he was so big. He's tall, huh? Oh, so are you, Ring? I think he's sulking. Does he have a height complex or something? Thankfully, I stopped myself from snorting. You are pretty tall. I didn't know many tigers, but one I was pretty close to was just a little shorter than Ring. Dragon's supposed to be taller. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a complex. I don't really want to get into that right now. Wait, how long are we going to stay here again? Probably for the night. We'll get up early and should be able to make it back by lunchtime tomorrow. I see. Now I think about it, I'm getting kind of hungry. Last meal I had was breakfast yesterday with... I grimace. Then part of me wants to try to be petty and not take a random person's food again. Thankfully, the smart part of me pushes to ask for something to eat. Hey, sorry, but do you all have any food? I haven't eaten since yesterday morning. Axel opens his eyes in shock. It's not for very long. I can't help but wonder why he keeps them shut. Oh, of course, we packed a lot for the trip. I have dibs on the dumplings. Now, we have guests, Ring. The dragon groans loudly before staring bullets into me. Those are mine. I gulp. Those are his. Axel sighs again. Cyrus can have some, Ring. We have plenty. I'm watching you. Please don't. All right. Move along, you two. Axel gets behind us and starts to push us out of the vehicle. What am I going to do with you two? He started it. No, I fucking didn't. The bickering persists until we meet with Rose outside. I'm nearly blinded by how intense the sun is. Oh, hey there. She perks up and walks up to me, kneeling down so she's more eye level. How you feeling? Fine, thank you. She claps her hands together, gives me a good look at her prosthetic arm. Good, I'm glad. You're in a rough enough state the first time we found you. The hyena starts to pat my head. I can tell she's holding back. That doesn't stop her from bobbing my head up and down. Seems pretty nice, but I'm already a bit overwhelmed with everything as is. We didn't go through all that trouble as you to squish him, Rose. What do you mean, we? Axel and I did the hard work, you just stayed in the car. Hey, you'll be able to do jack without me hacking into their security systems. We screwed up so bad we lost a whole week of progress and we got us all caught. You bashed in the guard's head after they asked you for your authorization. I was sending it to you. They start to get into each other's faces. Both of them are puffing up as they argue. Instinctively, I take a step back. Not realizing I backed into Axel's chest. Oh, sorry. I moved to stand next to him. Oh, you're fine. What's up? Is this normal for them? Oh, yeah. They do this all the time. I look back at the bickering duo. Can't even understand what they're saying anymore. Thought I liked bantering, but this... Maybe they're just that close. Axel doesn't seem to want to stop them. You can leave them be. They've been cooped up for a while and they probably want to blow off some steam. Rose and Ring are putting on each other's faces at this point. Huh. Want me to give you the tour? Sure, why not? It's not much, but we've stayed out here a few times. It looks like an old warehouse. Is it safe? The roof caved in once, but we fixed it. Why didn't you just stay in the car? Oh, you have to power it down in order to conserve energy. It gets stuffing hot really fast with 3 people. Huh. Why don't we just find a capsule motel? Oh, you used one. Lance took me to his place with one. Ah, well, there aren't that many places that could fit everything we bring. Believe me, we tried cramming the vehicle in one. I see. Do you need any help setting up? Oh, sure. Can help me carry some supplies in. It gives us a chance to avoid the bickering. Sounds good. We make our way around the side of the in-vehicle. Rose is nearly strangling Ring on the ground. Ring lets out yelps here and there. Axel opens a panel on the side of the car. Rose, play nice. I'll think about it, boss. He's still smiling. Just a typical Tuesday, I guess. Weirdos. It'd be endearing if I wasn't forced to be here. Okay, I'm going to start bringing stuff into the warehouse. Shouldn't take more than half an hour to set everything up. If you could grab some of the smaller boxes, that'd be appreciated. I'll try. Takes a bit of effort, but even my spindly arms can lift up 2 of the boxes. Maybe I can garner some trust by being cooperative. Find out what they know. Then book it. Oh yeah, do you have any favourite foods? Probably do, but I don't remember any off the top of my head. I see. Well, if you figure out anything, let me know. I'll be happy to make it for you. Axel gives me a reassuring smile. At least I think he's trying to be reassuring. Stupid wolf. I hate that I can't take gestures like that at face value anymore. I'll think about it. What about you? What's your favourite? Oh, that's a toughie. I have a lot of favourites. Axel nods in the direction of the warehouse, signaling me to follow. If I had to pick, it'd probably be some kind of seafood. I love fish. I can't help but chuckle. Oh, what? Another thing is just, I know another tiger with similar tastes. Ah, I see. Well, it is pretty common for us to like fish. I wouldn't pass up a good steak, though. I don't think I would either. I can't ever think back a bit. The time where I convinced Damon to go on a nice date with me. It's fuzzy, but I can make the general idea out. Remember how much she griped about wearing a button-up shirt. It looked good on him. I can't help but sigh. There's something wrong. I just reminiscing. Something sad? No, not at all. I can't help but smile at as I head into the warehouse. Oh, what are they like? I hesitate as I plant the boxes down next to Axel's. It'd be nice to talk about myself for a change. Trying to think of all the possibilities on the spot is sort of debilitating. It'd be a good opportunity to keep some level of control in conversation. He's my boyfriend and I miss him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hear what? Well, he's passed on, right? What? No, what? Huh? Why do you think that? For some reason I feel a bit of heat in my cheeks. I don't know, I didn't think you'd know someone back in Razoom like that. I didn't know him there, I knew him back home. Oh, I see, sorry for misunderstanding. The big tiger looks embarrassed. I wasn't trying to insinuate anything. I huff. It's fine. I don't know why I got so riled up myself. Oh, it's okay. You've been through a lot, especially in the past few days. Tell me about it. That's what I was going to say. I know you gave us the rundown earlier. I want to know more about your thoughts on the situation. What's there to talk about? I was handed from one person to another group. Well, that might be not entirely inaccurate. We did break out a Razoom to keep you as far away from there as possible. Axel was rummaging through one of the boxes. It looks like he's setting up some portable cooking equipment. Heard you hate Lance. He asked it so casually, but I can tell he's been wanting to ask for a while now. I ponder for a moment. I'm still not sure. It all happened so fast. I think I still have emotional whiplash. Well, we can work through that if you want to. I'd understand if you'd rather not, though. After everything you've been through, I'm sure trusting people is a challenge in and of itself. Maybe. I can't know if he's reading my vibe or just being considerate. There shouldn't be any harm in venting my emotions as long as I remain perceptive. Right. I guess it's not inaccurate to say that I kind of hate him. It surprised me how hard that was to say. I mean, he dragged me around just so he could sell me. Speaking in half-truths, probably just to make himself feel better too. Oh, you wouldn't want to stay with me. Damn right I don't. But even still. I pause again. Axel stops what he's doing to give me his full attention. Take your time. It's just, even now I can't figure out what was real and what wasn't. How much of our friendship was a lie? Axel nods. I guess he's had some experiences himself. What do you think? Me? Well, that seems to have caught him off guard. I guess I'm just surprised at how similar our experiences were. I knew him for a long time, but didn't expect him to do what he did. All for the sake of our found family, no less. Although I'm pretty sure he was just in it for the money. Sounds about right. Money was all the guy could talk about. Just hard to believe he could often sell someone we swore to protect. Even harder to believe that he thought we'd understand. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Oh no, we understood why he did it. We just didn't agree with it and threw him out. Now it's his turn to pause. Sometimes I still think I should have ended it there, so that he wouldn't keep doing it. It wouldn't be wrong to say it's partly my fault you had to deal with him in the first place. I'm sorry about that. It surprises me. He's displaying more honesty in the past few hours than I've seen in the past week alone. Sorry, I didn't mean to make things heavy. Do you mind fetching the others? They should be done with their squabble right about now. I need some help getting dinner started. Oh, sure, I'll be right back. Something about him. He's not like Lance. And while I want to stay alert, something tells me I can trust him. I hope I can, for my sake. The sun's starting to set. Now that I think about it, won't it get cold? The warehouse doesn't look insulated. I'll need to ask for a blanket or two. I don't see the hyena or dragon outside. Maybe they're still by the car? I move around the bulky car, and sure enough, there they are. Ring looks passed out on the ground. Rose is tinkering with her arm. Everything okay?
Oh, hey, Cy, what's up?
I grimace. Axel says he wants some help with dinner.
Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't realize how late it's gotten.
She gets up and dusts off her jeans, leaving the dragon behind. Are you going to get him?
If he missed out on dinner because he pissed me off, that's on him. He knew what he was getting into.
Harsh. He's still breathing, at least. To be honest, the petty side of me does take some satisfaction seeing flat on the ground. But at the same time, the considerate side of me wants me to make sure he's okay. You go on ahead. I'll go check the damage.
It'll take more than that to kill him. Not much more, but more.
I see.
Trust me, he'll be fine. Probably.
Great vote of confidence.
You really want to wake him up, just tell him someone is eating you-know-whose food. That should do it.
Okay, why don't you go and do that?
He's beginning on my nerves and I don't want to. Simple as that.
A bit too simple, but I guess I can respect the pettiness to some degree.
Besides, he sucks at cooking. I was already going to be doing most of the work with Axel. Him being up wouldn't make that much of a difference.
I see. I can't doubt they have a close relationship, they just hate each other. Maybe both. Well, I'll see you inside, I guess. She waves as she walks in. I turn my attention to the dragon laying on his back. Honestly, I kind of want to head back in too. Maybe there's an opportunity to get on his good side. I mumble to myself as I walk over to and crouch down beside the dragon. There's a bit of drool dripping from his snout. Hey you, are you okay? Besides some grumbling, there's not much of a response. I'm definitely not strong enough to pick him up. I wonder if I could go get Axel for this. Then I'm reminded of what Rose said to me. Might as well try it, right? Hey, Ring? Someone is eating you-know-whose food. The dragon snapped his mouth shut and starts to glare at me before sitting up and grabbing my shoulders. Was it you? Did you eat the food Silver made me? Instinctually, I try to push on the dragon's chest to get him off me, with little success. Ring seems to come to as he quickly pulls back his arms to cover his mouth. His eyes are wide as he slowly lowers his hands. You didn't hear that? I sure did. His moment of fear is quickly replaced with animosity. Did anyone know I told you that name? I'll kill you. Where have I heard that before? I nod to get myself up and pat my pants clean. Whatever, man. Dinner's going to be ready soon. That's all I came here to tell you. Yeah, definitely a waste of time. I can hear the dragon curse to himself behind me as I make my way back inside. My bad mood quickly dissipates. Something smells really good in here. Hadn't been gone for very long, but Axel and Rose have set up a small kitchen station to prepare everything. Oh, there you are. Do you have any requests, Cyrus? No, I'm not very picky. Good. I think you and I'll get along fine then. If you say so. Do you need any help? Or did you get Ring up? Unfortunately. Rose snorts at that.
He's grumpy when you wake him up.
He also has loose lips. Axel drops the smile. Oh, what do you mean? Hey. Ring walks in, grumpy as ever.
Rose, did you eat Talon's food again? No, I didn't, you dumbass. I just knew you'd wake up if someone said that.
Ah, I see. Talon must be Silver's code name. Now there's a nugget of information to keep in mind. I wonder if I'm petty enough to blackmail. We shall see. Ring glares at me. What?
Nothing.
I roll my eyes and decide to return to ignoring him. Axel, do you need anything else?
Not really. Food's almost done. There's some crates around the place you could grab for us if you want.
You want them anyway?
Let's make a circle. We'll put some of the food in the middle for people to serve themselves.
Alright. Looking around the warehouse, there's a variety of boxes. Some look like wooden crates, while others are similar to the ones Lance had. It certainly won't pass for a matching dinner set. I guess they'll get the job done. Since they're mostly empty, it's just a matter of pushing them into place. Thankfully, it doesn't take me very long. Looking over my shoulder, I see Axel and Rose working away.
Can you pass me the salt? Coming right up. Got the peppers? Here you go.
They're working pretty well together. I wonder how often they do improv dinners like this. Wait, someone's missing. I move the last box over and notice Ring leaning against the wall. On his axiom. I can't help but frown. Ring catches me staring at him. He sneers back. I roll my eyes and dust my hands off before checking on the others. That smells amazing. As far as you're able to make do all the way out here. Oh, it's nothing much. It's pretty common for us to go on long trips, sometimes through the desert. We had to get good at making food that keeps for a long time.
Ring used to make his military-grade food. His meals got old pretty fast.
Huh, there's a military? Is that why he's sulking in the corner?
No, he knows he's really bad at cooking. It's either bland as hell or he makes it so spicy he'll blow over a toilet. Come on, Rose, don't be so hard on him. Cooking isn't easy. Obviously not with how he handles himself in the kitchen. He overseasons everything to suit his tastes. I always told me something to do with being part dragon. Different taste buds. Wouldn't be surprised, but I'd rather not have a gallon of milk at the dinner table if I can avoid it.
You don't like spicy food?
I do, but not how he does it. When we get home, I'll make you one of my specialities.
Sure. We can try to make all sorts of things for you. It might help you remember which were your favourites.
Doesn't he even remember that much?
A tear slides down her cheek.
Poor guy.
I'm fine, really. I can't miss something I don't remember. You don't have to trouble yourselves over me.
Oh, okay. Axel, can you pass me that?
Without even skipping a beat, her teary eyes disappear.
Sure, here you go. I'm going to start setting up now. That sounds good. It's almost done. Hey, Cyrus, can you help me for a sec?
Sure, what's up? Axel crouches down behind their makeshift kitchen and holds up some kind of gadget.
Oh, it's starting to get late. Since there's no lights in this building, we use these special lanterns.
It looks sort of green, almost ghostly. What makes them special? Do I need to do something?
I just need you to hold it still while I put in the fluid.
Fluid?
Yeah, it's a bioluminescent fluid. It's hard to come by, so I'd rather not spill it. It'll last for a long time, though.
I think I can handle that. Is it safe to touch?
Oh, as long as it doesn't get near your eyes.
Axel places the lantern in front of me.
Just hold it steady for me, all right?
Got it. The lantern's surface feels cool to the touch. Wonder if it's glass.
All right. We'll look at your hand after we eat.
It's fine. It doesn't hurt.
Well, that's not all. We should still make sure it's not infected.
Alrighty. Anyway, ready when you are.
Thanks. Should just take just a minute.
Axel slides the top off of a canteen which produces a small opening. The fluid he pours reminds me of syrup, if it was seafoam green. It's expected to smell bad, but I'm surprised it's almost smoky.
Easy does it. Almost there. His arms are almost trembling as he tries to keep himself steady. Once he fills up most of the flask, he carefully slides the top of the container to shut it, while placing it down with a solid huff. Man, I hate using this stuff. Seems kind of cumbersome. You don't have any portable lights? Oh, I do. We don't have a convenient way to charge them. They're for emergencies. That's weird. Thought everything you all use is solar powered. Not necessarily. Some equipment is, like the Axiom. A lot of it is powered with kinetic energy. You lost me. That's alright. We'll show you when we get back. Just know it's a bit awkward to power stuff if we're away for too long. We like to save most of the power for the in-vehicle. I guess that makes sense. Rose calls and gets our attention. You guys ready to eat? Absolutely. Hey, Ring, come on, it's dinner time. Thank God, I was about to keel over. You know I can always make you something if you're hungry. You don't have to wait. I'm not going to bother you to make me a sandwich in the middle of a mission. I'll just save some leftovers for later. Let's eat yourself. Can you get the bowls and plates? Sure, give me a second. I'll get the food ready to serve. I appreciate it. They chat amongst themselves as they get everything set up. I wonder if they've forgotten the lamp here. If they have, this must be how they genuinely interact with each other. Can't deny that it's heartwarming. They have a nice dynamic going on. At least on the surface. Oh, I think Cyrus should be the first to eat. Huh? How come? He's our guest, Ring. Can't be a guest who's going to live with us. Technically he's right, but I still think Cyrus should choose. Fine, whatever. Just this once. Attaboy. Axel sits down the crate and motions me to sit next to him. I can serve you, just let me know what you'd like to try. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. It's hard not to drop my guard around this guy. His voice is really calming to listen to. This group is already way more considerate than my last host. As of right now, I don't think they've lied to me. Axel said there were things he can't explain right now, but soon. That's way better than what Lance was doing. Lance from the get-go wasn't happy with the situation. I'm really sure he tolerated me at the start for the money. I'm just being naive. I don't think this group is lying to me. If they were, it wouldn't take long for their stories to fall apart. As far as I can tell, everything is adding up. I've been trying to stay alert for only one day. I'm already exhausted. I'm tired of being on edge. I think I deserve some time to relax a bit. I think I'd like to try some of that soup if that's alright. Coming right up. I think the fatigue from everything is starting to hit me. As wimpy as this sounds, I don't want to put too much effort into eating right now. Just want to sip some soup and go to bed. That reminds me. Hey Axel, are you sure we can't sleep in the in-vehicle? Axel pours a ladle of creamy broth into my bowl, while setting some kind of pastry on a plate next to it. Sorry, probably not. We need to keep it off the night to conserve power. Cloaking takes a lot of energy. That's why we set up here. I see. Don't be a wuss. How about don't be a dick? I'm not. He can handle it. I'm just worried about the desert getting cold. Oh, I have a heated blanket for you to use. I made it myself. I really don't say that to make me feel much better, but I decide not to. Too tired for that. I appreciate it. No problem. Hey, you don't get any dumplings. Come on, you can't hog them all the time. Last batch Talon made. Fuck off. I think you ate the last two by yourself. He made them for me. He made them for us. They continue their dinner time squabble. Didn't realize I get dinner on a show. Speaking of, the soup is absolutely amazing. The perfect temperature with a good amount of flavour. I think it's a fish soup. It tastes, well, fishy, in a good way. Fish, leek and potato soup maybe? Or just a hint of peppers for a kick? Not what I go with, but I can't deny that it works well together. You made this soup, Axel? Oh yeah, I did. You like it?
It's amazing, thank you. For what? He looks bewildered for some reason. If you give me a decent meal? Oh, you're welcome. You don't need to thank me for that. Still, thank you. I appreciate an actual meal for once. I guess it's been a while, huh? Feels like years. Well, eat up. When we get home, I'll have access to my kitchen. I'll make you anything you want, any time. I can't help but chuckle. I might have to hold you to that. I go to take another spoonful of soup before being interrupted by a dragon's hand. Yeah, you can have one. He's holding a dumpling on a pair of tongs. Axel and Rose look stunned. I guess I do too, because I don't respond right away, which makes Ring annoyed. Well, do you want one or not? Sure, thank you. Find another plate and hold it up for Ring. He delicately places the dumpling down. Dang, guess Axel was right. You are warming up to the newbie. Now, Rose, don't tease behaviour you want to see more of. I'm just saying. Thank you, Ring. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. I am curious, though. What's the occasion, Ring? Nothing. Rose and Axel lean in with mischievous smiles. What? You're allowed to be nice, you know. I am nice. Rose snorts. Oh, shut up. I felt bad for him. Probably hasn't eaten anything good in a long time. I'm allowed to be nice. We already said that. Don't worry, I won't tell Talon. Promise? Ring, he won't care you shared your food. Said you don't have to hoard it anyway. Not going to stop me from trying. Clearly. Do I get one too? No. Come on, let me have just one. I said no. Fuck off. Rose starts clinging together a pair of tongs she's about to pounce, which makes Ring move back defensively. Now they're all getting into it, laughing and teasing each other while they eat. This is nice. Really nice. Just watching them interact makes me happy. I continue to sip on the soup. For all the commotion, I'm already feeling sleepy. A tiny part of me wondered if they drugged the soup or something to make me tired, but I quickly quashed that notion. They're all eating it and they could knock me out if they wanted to. Damn it, I'm getting too paranoid for my own good. I can't help but yawn before I bite into the dumpling. Okay, I can see why Ring is so protective of these things. They're steamed and there's just enough fat inside to make them rich and flavourful. They're good, right? Ring is looking at me expectantly. I quickly swallow. Yeah, they are good. Talon made these? I sure did. He usually works solo, so we go a few months without seeing him. He makes a lot of good food to store before leaving. You mean he makes you a lot of good food? I don't remember the last time I got a whole meal from him. Have you tried asking? Have you tried shutting the fuck up? They glare at each other again. I can't help but chuckle. You guys are a riot, that's for sure. Axel smiles at me. You'll get used to it. Don't worry, if Ring ever pisses you off too much, just call me. I'll knock him on his ass. I'm going to antagonise the guy. Somehow I have trouble believing that. Oh, shut it. I'll play nice as long as he does. I rest my head on my hand and yawn before smirking. Likewise. Maybe some other time. I'm starting to get a bit sleepy. I have to choke back a yawn just so I can finish up my soup. Well, I'll set up a bed for you once you're done eating. We'll probably be up for a bit longer. We've got some planning to do. Do you need any help? Axel sighs. Cyrus, you've got to take care of yourself a bit more. We'll be fine. Don't worry about us. You just get some rest. Come on. All right. We're trying to keep you up, though some of us are a bit louder than the rest. What? What was that? Rose yells into Ring's ear. He bops her on the snout.
"How, you little..."
Rose, you did deserve that. Try to use your inside voice tonight, alright?
"Fine. Sorry, Si. I'll be good tonight."
It's fine. I'm already a light sleeper, so don't worry if I wake up. If you want, we can work outside. No, it's fine. I'm not here to trouble you all. Alright, here. Let's get you to bed then. My sleepy stupor is interrupted as Axel lifts me up by my armpits. So we're going to leave Remember the Flowers there. Almost at the end of that chapter, I know, but I've been talking for a while. I need a break myself. And I hope you enjoy that. And coming up soon, we have actually more from Eden's Reach. A new build just came out for that. So I'll be fitting that in maybe during the week sometime. I'm not quite sure when. But I will definitely get that done for you soon. We can turn to see what's going on there. But for up, as always, thank you to all my donors on Ko-fi and Patreon. You are very much appreciated. And my top patrons are Andy Peng, Samuto, Omar, Big Booty Judy, Nova Starburn, Burnt Toast, Kartek, Cobus Visser, Legacy Bucciorati, Lark Huskerton, Bastian, Brian Hall, Tiger Cub, Ida Corval, Anubis Silverwind, Dissonance, Grizz, Spiderling, Kopi, Sindri Dragowolf, Marcus, Evan King, Exac, Aaron Fox, and Mohammed Al-Zamel. And if you want to see how bad things can be with subtitles, try putting on the auto-generated subtitles when they're available for that little list. I did it the other day and it really can't cope. But thanks to all of you, at least I can read out your names properly. But that's it for now. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.